Do 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 do. Ah, damn it. I banged my... Hi, Aphra. Aphra's... yeah. So, friend, now that you've seen the cost of the king's madness, will you help me? I'll compensate you, of course, as best a humble engineer can. You have my attention. Oh, King's mercy, thank you. You cannot know how grateful I am that someone understands. I've been working on a spell. It would stop the vanishings and reform the king's power so that it can only alter people at their own request with their consent, just like we talked about, see? Unfortunately, my spell would be enacted inside the king's audience chamber, and these days only Speaker Sunil and his inner circle are allowed in. They're also paranoid about the saboteur. But you, the king summoned you specifically, do you realize how rare that is? Its majesty doesn't make mistakes, only decisions we don't understand yet, and its majesty has decided you are important. If we can induce the king to summon you again, Sunil will have to let you in. He'd never disobey a royal command. Then you can input my spell. Does that make sense? Yeah, I have questions, though. Whatever is clouded, I shall strive to illuminate. What does your spell do exactly? It's actually something I've been working on for years. Cipher magic allowed me to become who I am today, and I believe everyone should have that power. So why not let the king alter anyone who asks for it? Once I understood the scale of the vanishings, however, I realized that my spell might be the only way to halt them quickly enough without introducing some other potentially catastrophic new fault. If my analysis is correct, this would begin to heal the king's madness while improving the lives of everyone in the kingdom. Alas, Speaker Sunil has not been receptive to these ideas. Have you tried to tell Sunil about the mirror world? Yes, he told me that I was mistaken, that it was all just a mirage of the corruption, that this wasn't my department. He even questioned whether I might be falling prey to corruption myself. I've been under surveillance ever since. What else can I make lucid? That's all I need. Gosh, I hope that all made sense. I think you're the first person who ever heard the whole thing out loud. Back to the task at hand. First, we must catch the king's attention. About a month ago, strange phenomena were reported in a graveyard outside the town. My analysis suggests these phenomena are a secret message from its majesty. Take my insignia and investigate the graveyard. The graveyard keeper may be able to assist you. Use it carefully, friend. These insignia command great power throughout the kingdom. Now, I could be wrong, but I suspect the message will begin with music like this. He hums a haunting tune, somehow familiar and ethereal all at once, like a lullaby from Time Zone Beginning. Where will I find this graveyard? Outside Ferropolis to the northwest. If you leave via the main causeway, you'll see broken ley pylons running downhill to your left. Follow them until you come to the graveyard. So is your mission clear? You got a nice voice. He looks genuinely pleased. How kind. Well, perhaps if this whole machinist business doesn't pan out, I can make a living as a troubadour. Yeah, I got you. How else can I empower you? Yeah, wish me luck. All the luck in the world. Oh, and friend, please don't breathe a word of our plan to anyone, especially Speaker Sunil. I shudder to think what he'd do to us if he found out. I mean, what he'd do to you, I would be the one helping him. Is this what you're calling the main causeway? Is it back behind this, or is it this? Are you a graveyard? You don't look like a graveyard, you look like a junkyard. Welcome to the graveyard, pal. What brings you all the way out here? I'm here on official business. Blimey, you mean someone's actually been reading my reports? Better late than never, I suppose. It's these yellow boxes, see, we've had them for years, but even the King's Speaker himself couldn't make head or tail of them. Told me to look after them till they're needed. That'll be the day. Well, a fair few ticks ago, some of these boxes started talking, and now they won't shut up. Weird stuff, music sometimes, mind, I know better than to listen. Maybe you could take a look. Most of the boxes don't talk. You'll have to listen closely if you want to find the right ones. Okay. Inside the yellow box is a mechanical console with something like an ear trumpet hanging on a curly wire. Tinny noises issue from its mouth. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. Your brain is flooded by a cacophony of jagged music, then you realize it's some kind of otherworldly music. The music throbs in an alien time signature, defying your attempts to track its rhythm. Ghostly, inhuman voices lap over each other like waves. It feels like a memory from before the universe was made. This doesn't seem like the king's message. You'll have to try for one of the other boxes. Okay. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. You can hear two people in soft conversation, their voices echoing as if from the other end of a long stone passage. There now, it'll be all right. How's it going to be all right? Lydia's just gone, and nobody remembers. I feel like my brain is melting and running out of my ears. I know. All I mean is we've got each other, and I ain't going nowhere. I was washing up today. Did you ever notice how many dishes we have? Enough for 5 people, not 2. Well, helps to have extra, don't it? You know we can't afford more of anything than we need. We had an extra bed, too, before we sold it, and that cot. I suppose it was nice to have guests around before all this, I mean. Do you remember ever having guests? How many people used to live in this house, Quissy? I don't know. No, me neither. There's a long silence, then a series of odd little wet sounds. Oi, oi, what are you doing? Did I stop? I didn't say stop. I was expecting something horrifying. And that is not what I got. Oh, hi there. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. An old man's voice echoes from the other end. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? I don't know where I am. Please, it's cold. Who's that speaking? The old man doesn't seem to be able to hear you. I can't see anything. I can't feel my body. Is anyone there? Hello? Please, if anyone's there, say something. This doesn't seem like the king's message. Sorry, buddy. Nothing I can do for you. Oh, hi there. At first, you just hear hissing and then the tune that Aphra hummed. A genderless voice announces with mechanical regularity. 6, 1, 6, 3, 2, break. 5, 2, 6. Alder, Bantam, 2, break. 4, 6. The voice drones on and then repeats. This must be the king's message. You scribble down everything you can, then replace the trumpet. Now, there was a door that needed a code that I've encountered already. I suppose I need to go back to Aphra? Yeah. Why are there suddenly silk bugs all over the city? Yeah, I'm not complaining. Come here. Where'd you go? Hey! Aphra's mechanical arm gives you a fluid salutation. How goes our task, friend? Why is the city full of silk slugs? Looks around. Oh dear, again? I'm afraid I had my nose in my notes on the way here. The king's affection for silk slugs is a long-standing mystery, but not our most pressing. How else can I empower you? I found the message in the graveyard. Really? She reads the transcript excitedly. Let's see. Could it? No. Wait. Oh. He beams up at you. Stars aflame, so I wasn't imagining it. This confirms my analysis. The king is speaking to us, and we must show that we've heard. How'd you know that tune? He looks embarrassed. Oh, well, it was just a guess. The king outputs so much information every day, I just look for patterns. But I mustn't bore you. Really, I'm interested. Tell me what you know. She seemed surprised. Oh well, to tell the truth, I had a dream about it. I saw myself walking in a graveyard, following that tune, and then finding... And now listen, I don't want you to think I'm some sort of crazed mystic. I spend so long buried in royal output logs, I sometimes fall asleep on the parchment. I think the dream was only my mind's way of pointing out a pattern I'd missed. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. The king speaks a dialect of cipher language known as six-fold cipher. It's tremendously difficult for human brains to parse. So for your audience, you'll need a cranial moderator installed into your skull. Alright, I get chipped in. Sorry, installed into my what? Don't worry, it's quite safe. All new mechanists receive one when we pass our exams. There's only one cranial engineer still alive who is qualified to install them. Luckily, she has a soft spot for me. Seek out Morozov in the mountains north of Ferropolis. Tell her I sent you. Mention the Sidovisky problem and she'll fix you up. Any questions? Fine, I'll look for Morozov. How else can I help you? Yeah, wish me luck. Okay, let's get out of town. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume it's that tower off in the distance that I can see. Can you drill a hole in my head? Yeah, no, this is the house you buy. That looks dangerous. Ooh. Sorry, I swung early. I'm awake now. Oh, you guys aren't as scary as I thought you were going to be. Thank you, Death Rattle. Your assistance was greatly appreciated. I hope that's everything in here. It's not, I can hear them. Maybe they're the ones that I left outside. Anybody home? The machine emits a buzz and a distorted human voice. Go away, nobody's home. Nobody's home, who are you? Like I said, nobody here, nothing available. Get the picture? I'm looking for Morozov. Is this the right tower? Never heard of him. Chief Interpreter Aphra sent me. It's about the Sidovsky problem. A long pause and a loud clunk. Doors unlocked, wipe your boots. Okay. Nothing back there to steal. Oh, come on. Are you gonna drill a hole in my head? You just left some money out here on the balcony. Terrifying bottled vision? Ah, it belongs to Korshi. Wasn't that the clothing vendor? Within a few minutes of emptying the bottle, you fall into a deep yet restless sleep. You're trying to join the Machinist Guild, but every time you go to take the exam, you're foiled by a malevolent shadow that no one else can see. You enlist your own shadow to help, only to find yourself becoming dimmer and foggier while it grows ever more substantial. You wake up with the feeling you're being watched. Okay. I'll be right with you. What is up here? Everybody's smoking these terrible visions, huh? Got a nice bed. You should see the beds people in town are sleeping on. The stout, aging machinist looks surprised to see you. What? How'd you get inside? Get out of here right now or my security will fry you to a crisp. You let me in? Why in the hell would I do that? I'll have you know I'm in the middle of some very important work. You notice a cheaply bound romance, open spine, up beside her, plus stacks of dirty plates and half-empty teacups. Aphra wants me to get a cranial modulator? Moderator, sweetheart. It's a cranial moderator. She scratches her head. Aphra, huh? Bitch won't even write me, and now she wants a favor? I guess she knows I can't say no to her. You know her well? Know her, huh? Me and Aphra, we go way back. What's she dreaming about these days? Don't tell me. I don't want any part of it. Morozov shakes her head. That dumb bitch. I get the feeling your friendship is strained. What is this Sadovsky problem, anyway? It's a famous problem in cipher theory about whether you could use an advanced time spell to go backwards. We were both assigned to work on it years ago. It's how we met. Morozov shakes her head. That dumb bitch. So you'll help then? Sure. I guess technically it's my job or something. My condolences on becoming her new recruit. You ask me, the guild's a sinking ship. Now listen, sweetheart, getting your brain to accept a big hunk of gears as part of itself ain't exactly a cakewalk. I need a slice of your meat that's got deep connections to all the rest. Pick a person, someone you really cherished, see someone that made you who you are. You're gonna forget them, and I'll stick the cranial moderator in their place. It'll be as dear to you as they were. Don't tell me about them, I don't care. Just think of them. Say your goodbyes, eh? Yeah, forget your parents. You've given up trying to make them understand. That's right, just like that. Come to mama. You fall into a black and timeless place. When you come to, your head feels heavier than before. Stupid thing, where'd I leave it? Well, hey now, look who's awake. How you doing? Truer words were never spoken, hun. Well, seems the moderator went in nice and smooth. Congratulations, you're part machine. Are there any drawbacks? Oh, sure. Watch out for migraines, seizures, deafness, blindness, aneurysms, nightmares, prophetic dreams, mental decline, partial or total amnesia, paranoia, delusions being dead, religious ecstasy and or agony, out-of-body experiences, Wycliffe's idiocy, gangrene. You'll want to come in for a checkup every few years. Some of those metals are a little toxic. Worst of all, whenever someone has a problem with the king's magic, they'll ask you to fix it. I should have farmed silk slugs. All make sense? What can I do now that it's installed? Now you can understand the six-fold cipher language of our glorious king. Read it, write it, and speak it. Hear it, or shove it up your ass for all I care. All make sense? Yeah. Don't mention it, darling. No, really, don't. In fact, leave my tower and don't speak to me again. Nothing personal, but I got a hot date with a cheese wheel I've been saving. Yeah, you have a good time. She was a character. Hey, Aphra, your girlfriend don't like you no more, but she did put an implant in me. How goes our task? Head full of gears, as requested. Yeah, I got chipped in. Splendid, you're practically one of us now, eh? I promise you won't regret it. I've been studying the message you retrieved from the graveyard. I think Its Majesty wants us to pass it on elsewhere. but not by the usual channels. In the corrupted lands, there is a royal broadcast beacon formerly used to send signals down to the Underlands. It was abandoned when corruption overtook the area and has since fallen into disrepair. However, the king has not forgotten it. Unfortunately, the beacon is no longer answering remote commands, which means you, and I am truly sorry for this, must deliver the message in person. He hands you a weighty folder of forest green leather. This is what we machinists call a punch card. It's a way of recording information so the king can understand. In this case, music. Use the punch card to open the tower door, then insert it into the apparatus at the top of the beacon. Why would you send signals to the Underlands? We asked the king that same question. Its Majesty was adamant that someone or something might be alive down there, and that contacting them was somehow critical to the kingdom's future. No response ever came. How do I get to the corrupted lands? They are southwest of here, across a great chasm carved out by the king's machines. Officially, there's no way in, but I found records of an old abandoned digging engine in the area that might offer you a path. I'll have the king conjure the access code directly into your moderator. Just picture me in your mind's eye with as much detail as you can, and it'll come to you. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna eat you first if I become a monster. Entirely fair. Alright. To the southwest. Yeah, this was that thing I couldn't open before. I'll be able to open it now. Okay, I follow. Picture Aphra in your mind. You feel a mechanical click inside your skull and alien knowledge drops into your mind like a live fish into your undergarments. You punch the numbers 050451. Somewhere beneath your feet, an engine thrums to life and the metal catwalk begins to vibrate. Yeah, let's see what these corrupted lands are all about. They've been talking about. What are you? Okay. Yeah, you look like some kind of monstrosity crawling around up there. Meaty. Got it. Got chaos corruption everywhere. The spell generates an arcane shield that is impervious to damage while the caster has mana to maintain it. Draining to cast and sustain, this spell has nevertheless served many a mage from otherwise certain death. Saved many a mage. Yeah. You have like gas masks on too. Somewhere between a chaos mutant and a the things from Stalker. Snorks. Okay, I think that's that. Is this the tower I need to take a signal to? Oh, no, it's another digging machine. Okay. Hey, you got, it's like the meat that the undead eat, but more horrifying and more free range. Uh. I'm betting on the green guy to win, but we'll see. Ow. Ooh, I know what I want to do. Come here. Yeah, I'm more used to the sword. I got what I wanted, and I still don't want it. Yeah, I want to know what happened to you guys. What caused this? It grows, it feeds, devouring all. Why are you, like, spinning? Is that the tower I'm trying to get to? Oh, hello there. Judgment, the City of Progress is under strict quarantine by order of the Clockwork King. Therefore, edict, entry is forbidden except by those in possession of the proper password. Okay, this must not be what I'm looking for. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Please let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc., and everybody have a good rest of their day.